All right, so we've been at it for 20 minutes. We are in the state park now, Poinsett State Park. Zigzagging around through all these crazy corkscrews and stuff. Slept marginal last night. Woke up a lot. Thought I had slept well. Woke up, it was 1:30 or 1:40. So I knew at that point I was going to have a long night. I did set up the tarp, as you will see. That went okay, but I ended up with a ton of condensation on my foot box, but I also had it pulled down tight on that end because I was set up in sand and I was concerned about cutting any of my line until tonight, since this was the night, Friday night, that we were potentially getting rain sometime between the night and the morning of Saturday, and the temps of course were dropping. So now the forecast has changed and we've got a 50% chance of rain today from 11 to 12, and then at 1 it goes to 30, and then after that there was nothing. So hopefully that stays. I'd much rather walk an hour or two in rain gear if I had to, than deal with the possibility of the tarp getting me wet and it being that cold. So I did decide that, at least for me, if I were to have the choice of the tarp or the duplex for this trip again, I would go ahead and bring the duplex, even though it's heavier. But it's just nice to have that room to spread out in the tent, sit up, do all of my stuff. I know you can do that with a tarp if you set it up the right way, but just where I was, it wasn't going to happen that way. So that's what's going on, and I will keep you guys up to date. Well, this section actually does have a little bit of elevation here and there. We just had a nice little climb up out of the gully. So, oh, that was a different Palmetto Trail blaze that I've seen before right back there. So, we're probably getting close to being done with this section actually. And then we'll be moving on to Wateree. So, we're going for just under an hour. I'll keep you guys updated. All right, so we're pretty much out of high hills, we think. We're right near the border. I think the bathroom is right up here, which gonna take advantage of that. There's a really cool lake and looks like you can rent little boats and stuff. Oh yeah, there we go. Looks like a couple kayakers. All right, keep you guys up to date. All right, so we just found the trailhead for the next part. Wasn't marked real clear. Apparently where I went to the bathroom, you were supposed to kick off from over there, walk up the road around to where we're at now. So since we walked all the way across anyway, calling that good enough for me. So we're gonna head down the trail. It's right over there. So we're gonna start Wateree. Keep you guys up to date. Interesting little shelter looking spot here. I wonder if it's part of these people's private property right there. Maybe it's a launch or a landing for them. Huh, interesting. Well, there you go. It's the first view we've had on the entire trail, of sorts, I guess. If let's call it a mountain view, okay? We had the nice lake view, but that's crazy how far you can just see, and it's just flat. Trestle 1 for Chain of Lakes. Trestle 2, Bessler Slough. Oh, coming up on Cottonmouth Slough. Trestle 4, Beach Creek. That water's moving a little faster here. That's interesting. All right, Trestle 5, Buckles Slough. But another thing I noticed is look at the, I don't know whether they come out in the video, but the buds up above here are beautiful. All right, Trestle 6, Halfway Creek. And we just ticked over 10 miles for the day. All right, Trestle 7, Killer's Old River East Branch. All right, so in the truth, I guess, or in the pursuit of transparency, we're not having a good time, to be honest. I mean, we're both feeling kind of beat up. My head is not in the game mentally, but we know we got to keep pushing on. So we're kind of talking some contingencies. Just gonna see how we feel. Jason's not feeling like he's recovering well. I'm not sleeping well, but that's fairly normal. But I slept pretty terrible last night. I thought I slept pretty good, and I woke up and it was literally like 1 a.m. or something. I was like, oh no. So it is what it is. I mean, you know, second guessing some choices. I think it was good to bring the tarp just to see, because I plan on using it on my FKT attempt. But again, that was only going to be for one night, and that was if I had to. Bringing it out here to sleep in 6 or 7 nights straight probably wasn't in my best interest. I know last night I would have really liked to have had my duplex instead. I just like having that enclosed space to sit up in, have everything together, everything in its place. But it's randomly trying to sprinkle here and there, so it is what it is. We're gonna keep going, and I'll keep you guys up to date. All right, West Branch, Trestle 8. Here we go, here we go. Oh, this thing's pretty long. Oh. We're about to get on this trestle / suspension bridge here. That's weird, there's another, looks like a bridge that's going under this. Let's look over there. Interesting. It's like a little bridge that dump you from one dumpy spot to another dumpy spot. Huh. Wonder what that's about. That's pretty interesting. Oh, okay, it's just suspension here in the very middle, which is, again, interesting. So, yeah, I don't know what the purpose of that is, but huh. All right, well, here's the suspension bridge. Oh, that feels really weird. I guess this could be that. There's this one of the passages. It's either this, I think, or Peak to Prosperity has a trestle that's, I want to say, 1,100 feet long, and this could be this one, because this just thing goes on as far as I can see. All right, I'm gonna keep on keeping on. Get to the end of this passage. We've got water waiting for us, and see what's up. Keep you guys up to date. All right, we just got off that big long trestle and crossed the Ed Sellers Bridge, big steel frame bridge with wood decking. It is trying to flirt with raining, so I went ahead and put my rain, at least jacket on. We'll see what happens. But I decided I'd rather try to stave off being wet as much as possible, especially with the temp dropping. It's supposed to get in the 40s tonight, but then tomorrow, it's, projected 32 degrees. So, all right, I'll keep you guys up to date. All right, we're on the next part. Looks like they left the rails in place here, so we're gonna go. I think I remember this from a video actually. So we're gonna tromp on through here and try and get to our water cache.
Try to get stocked up and possibly get this rain.
All right, so we made it to our water drop. Thank you, Marie Butler. We got a guy that works with the trail coming to meet us here, and we got to make some decisions on what we're doing for today. So, sorry for spinning around so fast. We're gonna probably sit down on the bench. I'm taking my rain jacket off for sure. The rain kill's not bothering me too much, but I'm a little sweaty in the sleeves. Fill up on water and then try and figure out what we're gonna do. We have the option to skip the road walk because it's actually not technically part of the trail right now. So we were just gonna try and do all the road walks anyway, but I don't know. We're gonna have to make a decision. So I had to keep you guys up to date. All right, we got through the paper mill and all kinds of fun stuff, and now we're walking down this gravel road. Eventually we're gonna pop back out on the highway and have to cruise on it for a little bit, and we gotta potentially find somewhere to camp. Unless we try to push into the WMA and then we're forced to go a certain amount of miles before we can camp. So, I don't know what we're gonna do. Keep you up to date. Well, it's looking like it's a good thing we probably didn't try to go through that solar farm now because it's all fenced off. So we might have ended up walking all in there and then getting trapped without a way to get out of there. So, looks like we made the right choice on the supposed road. All right, keep you up to date. All right, I'm gonna show you what's going on before I forget about it. So we found a cut through from where we were stuck, and it takes us over to where we need to go, but we also were able to find a decent spot to set up. So as you can see, we're just set up here on this side of this hiking trail, which is kind of a road, but nobody's out here, so it is what it is. We're both beat, and we had about, sorry about that, 28-ish miles, I think, today, so we're done. Our feet are beat, and we really wanted to try to get everything set up before dark, so that's what's going on. I'm gonna finish getting the tarp up, and then I'm gonna mix some dinner and lay around. I gotta get off my feet, so I'll keep you guys up to date.